Now from Truist Park, just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Atlanta Braves. The Pirates are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Mike Soroka, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
And stepping in, Kevin Newman. He will lead this one off today. First delivery to him. And we are underway from Truist Park as the first pitch of the afternoon misses taken for ball 1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, if you hate D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. So stepping in is Ke'Bryan Hayes, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Hit in the air out to left field. Inciarte on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And that one is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 13 for him on the year, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Swung on and belted to right by Polanco. This one's deep. Looking up is the right fielder. And this one is gone. A home run. Gregory Polanco has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
So here now is Jackie Bradley.
The center fielder.
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Swanson scoops it up. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Pirates on top, 4-0. Alexander Vizcaino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now at the plate, here is Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, the second baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line toward right center. Bradley is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
Ender Inciarte comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Outside.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. That's popped up. Hayes trying to get there, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Hit hard to short. He's got it. on to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting first, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Now the first pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. This is to right field and deep for Freeman. Right fielder looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, the 248th of his career. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Acuna digs in now.
The center fielder,
As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Braves are able to get one back on the solo homer. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now a 4-1 game. Now it'll be Adam Frazier. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Comes into play here at 273. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Heading out towards shallow right. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Up next for the Pirates, the second baseman, Kevin Newman.
So now to the plate, Kevin Newman. First pitch on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Acuna. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, but they lead it 4-1. And now Travis d'Arnaud. Only one hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Man, it's a pitcher you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Another payoff pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Braves have cut things to a 4-2 score.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Standing in now, Austin Riley, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 4 home runs and 14 driven in. And a curveball taken for strike 2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
2-2 the count. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Again, he sends it out of play. Here now the 2-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
From the stretch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base paths so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
The 1-0. It's taken down and in for a ball.
I like the way they're making him work out on that mound. They're taking a lot of early pitches right here. It's going to benefit them in the later innings.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We've played 2. It's now 4-2. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Number 13.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, David Rosario.
Ready to take his hacks again, David Rosario. Blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
You can relate, Dan, so what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Stepping in now, Franmil Reyes, as he rips it on the ground to second. And it's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And he's safe.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Edwin Encarnacion now. And it's fouled away. Struck out in his first at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. On a line to shortstop. Quick throw to the bag. Not in time to double off the runner.
Up next for pitching, the left fielder, Gregory Polanco.
2 on, 2 out, and the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next. First pitch on its way, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. On to second, but he's in safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the third inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
Sean Newcomb is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Here's Adam Frazier. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Inciarte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 7 and the Braves 2. Bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Christian Pache. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Reyes moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one.
The batter, number one, second baseman, Ozzie.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. Pitch on the way.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
The left fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1-2-3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
1-1 the count now. 50th pitch of the game on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates' offense, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Pirates.
All set for the start of the fourth. And now it'll be the catcher, Jacob Stallings. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
This was a tough one to swallow. You could see he was in a heap of trouble right from the beginning, in and out of jams the first couple innings, and not able to get out of the third inning. Certainly not one of his better performances.
Now a flare out toward right center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and two are gone here to start the fourth.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
2 down, no one on base, and up next is Ke'Bryan Hayes. First pitch coming, here it is. Favorable call in there for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're on top 7-2. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Freeman playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
And there's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in will be Travis d'Arnaud. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Ready now is David Rosario. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. The 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
In now, Franmil Reyes. And he puts it on the ground to second. 1 there, on to Freeman, a double play.
Now batting.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
At the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That evens it up 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Into the box now, Gregory Polanco. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Acuna going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
At the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Riley is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Pirates strand a couple. They're on top 7-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Leading off the inning, it'll be Austin Riley, and they could use a spark from him here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
So bases are empty with 1 out now, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis.
So next to hit is Jason Kipnis. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Adam.
Pitch on the way. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, what a play. He goes to first. It's there, and he's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
You know, you hear me talk about having baseball timing, having a baseball clock. That play right there showed it. Pretty play. The dive and then the ability to get back to your feet quickly and make that throw to cut him down at first.
Standing in now, Jacob Stallings. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And the pitch. high in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Pirates, the second baseman, Kevin Newman.
So the next to bat will be Kevin Newman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. Albies brings it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. They're on top 7-2. The batter will be Christian Pache. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. So with 1 away, it's time to check out the National League Central Division standings as you see where the Pirates find themselves entering play here today. Next, it'll be Ozzie Albies. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, that's inside.
Fouled off. Pulled toward right center field. Bradley is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Next to dig in, Ender Inciarte. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
1-1 the count. Here it comes.
Nope,
and he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball rolls softly to second. Newman brings it in. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We're through 6 full. Pittsburgh leads this one 7-2. New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Swanson brings it in, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the first baseman, David Rosario.
Stepping in next, David Rosario singled in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB now. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Reyes.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Albies picks it up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. We'll see Freddie Freeman start things off when we return. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Pirates lead it 7-2. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Freddie Freeman.
Now the pitch. That smokes, but right into the shift. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point.
Nope.
Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Freeman gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. This is on the ground over to first. To Frazier at the bag. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Ripped down the first base line. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Jason Schrier takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Stepping in now, Austin Riley. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 5. It's 7-2.
Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Acá arriba no hay...
To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Well hit, deep down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Fouled away. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Acuna is there, and he has it for the out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
To the plate now, Gregory Polanco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Drives it out to deep right center field. Acuna going back, and this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 68.
So now to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. At the plate, Adam Frazier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0.
Ball, that's inside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Comes set, now the pitch. The count now at 2-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Into the box now, Jacob Stallings, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1, here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bradley over at second. Frazier at first, 1 gone. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. A tag for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 8 and the Braves 2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hey! Line, but speared on a hop. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
And now in the box, Jason Kipnis. He bounced out last time up.
Ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Reyes is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now back, the right fielder, Christian.
Up next, Christian Pache. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Hit hard on the ground to third. He's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still 8-2. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kevin Newman. First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, David Rosario.
Striding in is David Rosario. Grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
Line drive to center field. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Bro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Josh Tomlin comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Franmil Reyes. And this is lined hard to deep left. Inciarte is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Now into the box, Edwin Encarnacion hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Looking up is Inciarte, and it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
The left fielder.
At the plate now, Gregory Polanco, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Another 0-2 coming. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. Albies scoops it up over to first, and that retires the side. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's the Pirates 11 and the Braves 2. And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ozzie Albies, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Line drive to center field, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. Hit in the air down the left field line. Polanco has a read on it, 1 out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And this will bang up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
To the plate now, Ronald Acuna. A ball and no strikes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Advantage count, 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Now the 2-0 home. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
That one's in there, 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Next, it'll be Travis d'Arnaud. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
A 1-0 delivery. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 11-3 the final score in this contest. The Pittsburgh Pirates jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Alexander Vizcaino gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Mike Soroka was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
For no pump fake, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take, yeah. Following the tide, hunting from the jump, they all know I'm bonafide.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 11 runs on